September's fall vibes are here with a great lineup of things to do in the Valley. Hi, I'm Nicole Gutierrez, and I'll be taking you to new businesses opening throughout our state, the best events to check out with family, and of course, discovering new places across town. Muki Brewing has officially brought its flavors to the States with its new Chandler location. The company from Hermosillo, Sonora is brewing up culture, IPAs, and even a second location right here in the Valley this September. Here's a look at the Mexican award-winning brewing company.
It's Buki Bichi. Somos el primero en Arizona, en Estados Unidos. We're right across the border. So bringing that Hispanic culture right over here to Chandler is something that we're really trying to do. We're bringing things that are really different here to the community, considering our food, our draft beers, and the audience, the ambience that we're bringing is going to be something entirely different. So in Mexico, we're actually voted the best brewery, la mejor cervecería en el 2021. Y muchas de nuestras cervezas que pueden ver ahí atrásito ya tienen un nombre, pues también que ya tiene un trofeo detrás de él. So each one of those beers up there, they do have a little history that come with them. Some of them up there are some award-winning beers as well, which we did get a trophy on. So everything we get imported from Hermosillo, Sonora. It's brewed and imported as well from over there.
If the customers have not traveled to Hermosillo or to any of our locations and they taste our beers, I'd have to say especially the Bitachera, which is our hazy IPA, because with the hazy you expect a very sour taste, a very bitter, and then like a very dry taste at the end. With our Bitachera, it's extremely smooth. You can taste all the citrusy flavors in it, and it doesn't give you that quenched thirst after. So all our customers are like, I cannot believe this is a hazy beer. And then, of course they ask questions and, we get more into depth about the beer. But out of every beer that we've had, every customer is like, I can't believe it's this good.
There's a new bakery in South Phoenix that has desserts created off the treasured recipes of a beloved grandmother. Cameron Polam takes us to Red Velvet Recipes Bakery.
Inside South Phoenix's newest bakery, Maisha Harris is taking a leap of faith, guided by the memory and teachings of a very special lady.
When you're young, she's just grandma picking you up, making sure you're fed. But when you're older, you realize how special they truly are and what they have to offer.
Grandma Thelma Lee Guyton offered love, guidance, and maybe most importantly today, treasured recipes for flawless desserts.
They were so special because she just had them memorized and everything was to taste. So literally, the recipes that I have, I had to work hard to get them. She used a coffee cup for measuring. She used a 1 pound box.
Maybe she didn't use proper measuring tools, but she says Grandma Guyton's red velvet cakes and cupcakes were basically a form of currency.
She baked all the time, even if it was to barter. Like, you know how you have a guy who come over to fix your AC, tweak it a little bit, and she paying with cake, and they were just as happy.
Before she passed at the age of 87, she passed the baking reins to Harris. First Harris baked for friends and family, then selling out at craft fairs and the Levine Dairy. Now marking a significant milestone in her culinary journey, the civil engineer by trade is set to unveil her very own shop called Red Velvet Recipes on September 2nd near Central and Baseline.
She said, if you can make this batter, you can make any cake you want, just add flavor, and it's true.
While red velvet is the most beloved item on the menu, Harris has made plenty of her own contributions, rolling out more than 40 different flavors and counting, honoring her grandmother with this new adventure where every bite tells a story passed down through generations.
I just feel that I'm giving her joy. I'm giving her joy out to everyone.
For Uplifting Arizona, I'm Cameron Polam, ABC 15.
One Valley business is turning an old auto body shop in Mesa into a new development. The founder and CEO of Pedal House Brewery shares with ABC15 what the new location is brewing up and what it'll bring to the community.
We're very excited about Mesa. It's obviously going through kind of a renaissance, a lot of new tenants coming in, a lot of development. To be able to bring what will be basically the largest outdoor patio in the downtown to Mesa, and hopefully have folks come over and enjoy good beers and good weather, in season. And we got quite a bit of shade too if it is a bit hot, and of course we've got the misters. So it's all about just getting the folks at Mesa together over a good beer. We've actually completed the demo building that needed a lot of work. We expect to start construction on the tenant improvement portion in January, with a projected open date of September of 2024.
Sometimes when somebody hears 2024, that's next year, but those months fly by. Some businesses run into supply chain issues with the construction itself of the location. What are big renovations that you guys have to work on? I mean, what are some of the improvements you guys are planning to do to get to that opening month?
So you're right, we're still seeing supply chain issues. For instance, the power panel called the SES, it's like the transformer. Those things are 10 months out. So even if we wanted to open in March, we wouldn't be able to, because that's a pretty key piece of the puzzle. We could have maybe rushed it and opened in the summer, but having such a big outdoor patio, we kind of just wanted to wait till fall, the beginning of fall. But the major renovation is turning a parking lot into a beautiful beer garden, and turning a very old building that was a automotive shop into a restaurant. You know, there's always challenges when you're doing that. Like, there's some structural things that need to be upgraded. So we're doing an enormous amount of work on this site because, you know, it's never been a restaurant. So all the plumbing and electrical and all that has to be put in underground before we can really even start building up. So yeah, it's a large project.
The team behind Merkin Vineyards and Caduceus Cellars is set to open 3 businesses in Cottonwood this fall. Here's an inside look of what you can expect at the 7-acre Hilltop development.
Well, on October 6th, we're going to be opening up our latest project, which is, it's actually 3 businesses. When you're standing in Old Town Cottonwood and you look up on the hilltop, there's 3 things to see, including 2 wineries. The first one is the Merkin Vineyards Hilltop Winery and Trattoria. This is where you'll see the greenhouse. We're going to be doing wood oven pizzas. We're going to bring our pasta program that we currently have at the Osteria is going to be coming up. And there's also a production facility for Merkin Vineyards, which is an 8,000 case winery. And when you enter the Trattoria, you'll be able to look over and look through a glass wall and see the barrel room, including concrete tanks where the wines are actually in the fermentation process. We purchased the land in 2016. This originally was the area's Masonic temple set up on this property. In fact, at the new Trattoria, we were able to save a few walls from the old Masonic temple. And so we kind of built around that.
Would you care to talk about that? Because I think that's so interesting when there's a little bit of history and then there's modernization, which is this era.
Well, when you look at this brand, I mean, you know, we make wine under several different brands, but the Merkin Vineyards brand itself really is about community. That's where a lot of our agriculture comes in, you know, our food, how it pairs with the wine, our greenhouses, our orchards, all of that kind of comes together and culminates under the Merkin Vineyards umbrella. And so it just makes sense that we're able to kind of incorporate local history as well.
The Hot Wheels themed roller coasters are just one of the several attractions set to open at the Mattel Adventure Park next year in Glendale. But before it opens, here's a sneak peek of their Bone Shaker roller coaster.
So here we are in a very secret warehouse in close proximity to the Mattel Adventure Park. And behind me is the Bone Shaker Ultimate Ride family roller coaster, fully themed to the Hot Wheels car Bone Shaker. It'll be the first launching coaster in Arizona, that's for sure. And this is magnetic propulsion. I mean, the same sort of technology that launches, you know, planes off an aircraft carrier. So that's super exciting. So it's very fast, very quiet, very efficient. This is a super themed car. I mean, the front end of this vehicle is chromed carbon fiber. You know, the flames. Mattel worked with us to make sure that these cars were as authentic to the Hot Wheels car as they possibly could be. So we're super excited about the thematics, the guest experience, and the themed environments. This is going to be our #1 attended attraction at the park because it really hits that sweet demographics. This ride, like all of our rides, loads and unloads indoors. It will then peek straight through the roof on the lift, come out the upside of the roof, and it will bellow around the entire roof and come back into a double downward helix of 660 degrees, comes back inside and slams on the brake. This is, you know, the ultimate in Hot Wheels experience.
September 15th kicks off the celebrations for Hispanic Heritage Month, and there are several events taking place in the Valley. Phoenix City Councilwoman Betty Guardado shares what we can expect from El Elito Festival in downtown Phoenix.
Elito is a celebration that we do for Mexican Independence Day. I mean, it's very important because we have a lot of people in our community that cannot go back to their hometown to be able to celebrate this day. And we thought that it was very important to be able to bring a little bit of that sentiment, a little bit of Mexico back into our community. We have folks that have 20, 30 years that left their home and haven't been able to go back. So being able to do the celebration, I think gives us the opportunity to give that sentiment back to the community. At least a feeling that they are back in Mexico and that they are important to us and that we want to give a little bit back for so much they do for our community. For me, that's the reason why this is important, and doing it the way we're doing it, making it free, making it public, making it something for the community so the community can come out and enjoy. So last year we had a little bit over 5,000 people show up. This time it's a Friday night. So it's definitely, we are anticipating that we're going to double those numbers. We're thinking that we're going to get about 10,000 people. That is part of the reason why instead of blocking 2 blocks, now we're going to block a whole stretch on 3rd Avenue between Adams and Washington. So we know that the community is going to continue to come out. It's a Friday night. People are going to come and have the little antojitos from Mexico, enjoy the music, enjoy the folklorico, enjoy all the arts and crafts that we're going to be providing for everyone.
The Arabian Breeder Finals returns to West World of Scottsdale this month. Here's what you can expect at this free multi-day event featuring some of the most beautiful horses in the world.
It's a very high quality Arabian horse show at Westworld. It starts September 13th and goes through the weekend. It's an event that has everything to offer.
You know, when we talk about things to do, this is free for the family indoors, but how would you describe it as being unique?
Well, it's unique in the fact that we have some of the finest horses in the world right here in Scottsdale, and they will be right there at Westworld. We have education opportunities. You can chat with any of the people. Each of the farms will have like a little booth set up along the ringside that you can actually go in, pick up literature on Arabian horses. We have an amateur committee that would be happy to answer any questions. You might even get a chance you're right next door to the rail where the horses are competing. And they come around and you might get the opportunity to pet them and get involved. The other thing you can do is the judges are making their decision. There will be 5 judges in each class. But it's also fun to sit in the stands and just test yourself against the judges. And you'd be surprised how many kids and new people that have never been to a horse show can pick the winner.
Do you like to shop without breaking the bank? Then you'll definitely want to check out this Target Overstock store in the East Valley. Our Katie Rammel takes us to Mesa Liquidation.
We carry Overstock or transition damage.
One stop in Mesa Liquidation and you'll notice it's different.
Our concept is we carry Target Overstock. So you're going to see brand new product or shelf pull that is in season, in fashion, current at Target, but they happen to get an overstock of the product.
Do you buy like a full truckload or a crate?
Yes, it does come by a truckload. Every, say, give or take 2 to 3 weeks, we'll get a truckload in. It's sorted, it's priced, it's tagged, and moved to the floor.
Because of that, the product is always changing.
How many new items are you getting in every day?
Every day, give or take 300 to 500 new items are priced and put on floor. They're thoroughly checked. Quality control is all the way to the end. And every day something new.
And is this basically every department at Target?
So you're going to see apparel, school supplies, kids merch, beauty, toys, and almost a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It's like a mini Target.
Of the Overstock stores the Smart Shopper team has taken you to over the years, you'll likely find this store the easiest to shop, organized by item, and if a product was damaged in transport, he says you'll see that noted on the product.
If there's anything wrong with the item, we put the note on there, hey, this is what's wrong with it, and it's put right next to the sticker tag or the price tag so that people know when they're looking at the price that this is what's wrong with it.
What you won't see is the full retail Target prices. Here, prices are dramatically lower.
99% of our product is brand new. It's just simply Overstock, and you'll save about 50 to 90% off retail any given day.
Katie Rammel, ABC15 Arizona.
A Mesa mom turned entrepreneur wants to make finding garage sales easier. To do so, she started the process of creating an app. Our Jamie Warren takes us to meet the Valley mother who hopes to help you save and possibly even earn money.
You just never know what you're going to find.
Walk into Tomorrow Rosas' home.
A calendar from 1996. So this is actually super vintage.
And be transported back in time.
Are all of these items things you've found at garage sales or thrift stores?
Okay. Yep. Her love for buying.
I bought them for 50 cents a piece at a garage sale and I sold them for $135.
And reselling.
And they were made in 1981.
Started back when these dining room plates were still sitting on store shelves.
We didn't want for anything, but we didn't have like money. And so we did a lot of garage selling, a lot of thrift stores.
And she continued that way of shopping into her adult life.
Right now, it is so hard. Like, my bills keep going up, but my paycheck's not going anywhere. So that's why I hustle.
On top of her many different jobs, this Mesa mom also resells these items, making money in the triple digits. A recent poll by Bankrate found the average person makes $800 a month from a side hustle. 23% saying they're spending more time on that hustle because of inflation.
Definitely a more niche market.
And Rosa says she wants you to do it too.
I actually needed a better way to garage sale. Currently, when you go out, you just have to kind of drive around and hope that you find some signs.
So she started the process of creating an app.
Streamline your garage sale.
Did you know the first thing about creating an app?
No. None.
She says the design phase is completed and she's in the process of raising money to get the mapping and coding phase done. She says while there are some similar sites out there,
I wanted to streamline it. I wanted to be able to find sales easier. I wanted to know what was at those sales before I got there.
Helping you make your own money.
Pretty unique, you know.
Or save.
This is really old.
One trinket at a time.
With the economy the way it is, you know, everything's been going up, but none of our wages are going anywhere. And so this gives people a way to take the money they've already spent, essentially, on the things that are sitting in their homes and use that to make a little extra cash. I try to help people as much as possible because it makes me happy to know that I've helped somebody.
From uplifting stories to being in the know about new business developments in your area and more things to do, visit abc15.com/things to do.